The second deadly sin is unvalidated assumptions. This is the best time to say this, right? Every business you start is basically an assumption. Oh, I'm going to start this frozen foods business. Oh, I'm going to start this parfait or yogurt business. Oh, I'm going to start this ghost kitchen business where I cook, share the pictures and videos on Instagram, and people order. Almost every business that starts is based on an assumption about what people want, how much people are going to pay for, and how much demand there is. So it's not wrong to have assumptions. Having assumptions is not the deadly sin. What is a deadly sin is to start a business on the basis of assumptions that you have not validated. So validated assumptions essentially are when you are looking for signals in the market that justify your assumptions. In fact, a couple of questions to guide you. When you have a business that you want to start, before you commit any money, time, or energy into that business, there are a couple of important questions you need to ask. The answers to these questions hold the keys to validating and justifying your business that you want to start. The first is who will buy. Notice I'm not saying what will I sell. It's very likely you already know what it is you want to sell. Or even if you don't have an idea for a product or service, what I'm saying here will help you. Imagine you don't know what you want to sell, right? But you start with who will buy. Now, who will buy what? Who do you want to sell to, right? Who do you want to sell to? Who has money? Who has problems that you can sell to? For me, that's a much more powerful way of starting a business. That's a much more productive way of getting business ideas than to say, oh, I have this idea of a product or service I want to sell, right? A much more effective question is, who do you want to sell to? Who will buy? Who will buy is very important because what makes a business? There's one person that makes a business, the customer. Without a customer, without customers, you don't have a business. It doesn't matter how big your factory is. It doesn't matter how beautiful your website is. It doesn't matter how much capital you have raised. It doesn't matter how sophisticated your product is. All these things don't make a business. What makes a business is a paying customer. So that's why the question needs to start from who the customer will be. Who will buy this thing? If you can answer who will buy, things start to get more interesting because it leads right to the second question. Why would they buy it? This second question is very important, especially if you are going into a market where you already have other products and services. If people are already buying that food product, or they're already buying that mobile phone accessory, or they're already buying that equipment, and you want to come into the market with a similar looking equipment, with a similar looking gadget, with a similar looking product, it's important to ask, why will people buy from you? Why would they buy your product? Especially when there are already other products on the market. Even if there are no other products on the market, people hardly just want to bring out money and give random people and random businesses. There are things that people will not be willing to pay for. They think they can either endure whatever inconvenience or problem it is, or they can live without it, right? There's a difference between needing something and wanting something. People need toothpaste, but guess what? When you go to the supermarket, you find more than a dozen different brands of toothpaste. But I'm sure you use a specific type of toothpaste. You're not the kind of person who goes to the supermarket and any toothpaste you find, any soap you find, you use. Most of us have our particular soaps. We have our particular toothpaste. Why do you think that is? The toothpaste you're buying is not the only brand on the market. But why do you buy that toothpaste? You buy that toothpaste because you want the toothpaste. We already know you need toothpaste. As long as you have teeth and you want to maintain good personal hygiene, we know you need toothpaste. But that's not the point. Needing toothpaste doesn't answer our question because, okay, you need toothpaste, but which one are you going to buy? Yes, you need toothpaste. Which one are you going to buy? You will buy the one you want. You don't buy the one you need. You buy the one you want under normal circumstances. Mic check. Mic is good. You will buy the one you want. So the question is, why will people want you? If you cannot answer that question, right, you already know that there are holes in your ship. And the moment you leave port and start to sail with that ship is destined to sink. If you're interested in learning more about the topics I offer when it comes to starting, building, and growing a business, this is your opportunity to join my community. It's known as the BMG. I provide extensive courses on different topics and challenges that afflict business owners, from how to optimize your profits, how to manage costs, how to boost your sales, how to develop processes, how to scale your business. There's a whole lot that I can teach you. If you want to go deeper into my content, this is your chance. Go to the link on your screen right now, join thebmg.com.